Natalie.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
Good.
It was good. Did you get any boxes of chocolates home?
No.
No? No boxes at all for the fundraiser?
No.
No. Well, can you tell me how to say chocolate in Spanish?
Chocolate.
Can you go ahead and right here just write the word chocolate? Do you know how to spell it?
Yes.
Okay. Chocolate. Do you like chocolate? I love chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, now can you spell it for me in Spanish? You know how to spell chocolate in Spanish, right? How do you spell chocolate in Spanish?
The same as English.
Ah, do you know what these are called?
Simile?
The same, okay. It's not simile, but do you know what the name of these type of words are called? When they're spelled the same in English and Spanish? They're called cognates. Can you say cognates?
Chocolate.
Can you think of another word that's also spelled the same in English and Spanish and it means the same thing? What about hotel?
I don't know.
Can you spell hotel for me in English? Okay, now spell it for me in Spanish.
It's the same thing.
But do we say it differently?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we say it in Spanish?
Hotel.
Hotel. So the H is silent. You don't hear the H, but you hear it in the English language, correct? Okay, well here, I have some words that I want to go over with you, okay? These are English and Spanish cognates. Okay, they're spelled exactly the same. Identically means the same, identical. Sort of like identical twins. They look exactly the same. They're born on the same day and they look exactly the same. So these are some words that are in English and in Spanish, okay? And they mean the same thing, okay? Let's read the first one. Accidental,
Accidental.
okay, which in Spanish, how do you pronounce it?
Accidental.
Accidental, okay? And what does accidental mean? Something that happens what? What just happened?
Oh, what happened in
An
the
accident just happens. The pencil, what happened?
The pencil that you throw.
Accidentally what?
You throw the pencil.
Accidentally? Was it done accidentally? No.
Because you were showing me.
I was giving you an example. Very good, Natalie. Give me a high five. Okay, so accidental and accidental in English and in Spanish. They're spelled the same and they both mean the same. Okay? The next word?
Animal.
Animal. Okay? And in Espanol?
Animal.
The next one?
Area.
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 What do you think this little accent at the top is?
In.
And it's in Spanish. You see, this is a Spanish column. Área. In English, it's area. Why do you think that accent is there? Because it's written in Spanish. And that's where the sound is emphasized. The sound is emphasized, it's changed. You hear a change in the A sound. Instead of area, you say área. Área.
Area.
Okay. The next word?
Banana.
Banana. How do you say it in Spanish?
Banana.
Banana. Banjo.
Banjo. Banjo.
Bamboo. Cable.
Cable.
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria. Cereal. Cereal. Chocolate. Chocolate.
We just saw this one earlier, okay?
Color. Color.
Color. So these are words. What are the names of these types of words? Cognates. Okay? Cognates. Now I'm going to go through this list with you quickly. Confusion, confusión, okay, means confused, and it means the same thing in English as it does in Spanish. Doesn't change the meaning of the word. It's spelled the same, and in English and Spanish, it's the same exact meaning. Coyote,
Coyote.
director,
Director.
doctor,
Doctor.
extra,
Extra.
flexible,
Flexible.
flexible, gas,
Gas.
honor, honor. Once again, and we saw the same example as with the word hotel. The H is silent in Spanish, okay? Hospital,
Hospital.
hospital. Here it goes, hotel.
Hotel.
En español, hotel. Idea,
Idea.
metal,
Metal.
natural,
Natural.
piano,
Piano.
radio,
Radio.
television,
Televisión.
terrible,
Terrible.
terrible, triple,
Triple.
triple. Okay? So, cognates are words in two languages that share a similar spelling, pronunciation, and meaning. Students often can draw on their knowledge of words in their native language to figure out the meanings of cognates in English. Okay, so your first language was Spanish, right? You know how to speak it and you feel comfortable writing it, okay? So the next group of words that I'm going to introduce you to are gonna be English and Spanish cognates that are spelled nearly the same. They're not spelled exactly the same, but there's similarity, okay? So the first one we're gonna look at is accident. How do you say it in Spanish?
Accidente.
Accidente. Okay, so it's spelled, it starts off, right, the same, but then in Spanish, what's the difference?
It starts the same, but it ends with an E.
It ends with an E, which gives it accidente, okay? The next one, active,
Activo.
or, this is in masculino, right? And then
Activa.
activa, which is femenino, right? Adult.
Adulto. Adulta.
Okay, again, it's the same, it starts off the same, except in Spanish, there's two ways. If you're speaking, if you're referring to a man or a boy, right, a male, it's un adulto, okay? If you're speaking of a woman or a lady, a young lady, a girl, right, a female, it's una.
Adulta.
Okay, very good. Adventure,
Aventura.
aventura,
Artist. Artista. Cause.
cause,
Causa.
causa.
Class. Classer.
We just learned this word. What is the topic? What are we discussing? We're going over we're going over word study. What word study are we going over? English and Spanish words that are spelled the same or similar. They're called what? Cognate. Cognate. And in Espanol, cognado. Okay.
Culture.
Culture, cultura. See, again, they're similar.
Cultura. Diferente. Dinosaur. Dinosaurio.
Okay, over here.
Distancia. Parte.
Discriminación, discrimination.
Familia. Planet. Planeta. Plant. Planta. Plate. Plato. Police. Policía.
Okay, so let's stop right here. Police, it has the same as policía, except in English it ends in an E, and in Espanol it ends in an IA. Okay, so again, these are words that are they spelled the same or are they similar?
They're similar
They're similar. Why? How are they similar? Why aren't they the same?
because they ain't in different letters.
Very good. Program, programa. Possible,
Posible.
restaurant,
Restaurante.
temperature,
Temperatura.
tomato.
Tomate.
Okay, very good. Now the next group of words are English and Spanish cognates that are pronounced nearly the same. Okay? So now instead of them being spelled the same, they're pronounced. Remember, we learned the word pronounced last week when we were talking about syllables.
Yeah.
Remember that? Okay, so now we're going to look at a list of words in English and in Spanish that are pronounced nearly the same. Okay, are you ready? The first one is baby,
Bebé.
bicycle,
Bicicleta.
blouse,
Blusa.
breeze.
Brisa.
Do they sound alike?
No.
No. So far, the only thing that we're seeing in common is what? The first what? Look at baby.
Letter.
Look at bebé. So the only thing we're up to this point that we stopped here, blouse and blusa. The only thing that we're noticing that both words in English and Spanish have the same
Letter.
is the first letter, which is B. Okay? So let's continue to see if we see another pattern. Okay?
Breeze. Brisa. Coast. Costa. Common. Común. Desert. Desierto. Difficult. Difícil.
Okay.
Equal. Igual.
Uh-oh. What do you see here? What's different in the pattern of list of words we've been reading?
The equal, it has an E, and igual has an I, but igual doesn't have the same E
As-
Lisa.
Okay, you are correct. So equal and igual. So right now we're looking at these two words, okay? We're translating the word equal in Spanish, which is igual, and they're spelled completely different. Okay? It's pronounced nearly the same, but they're completely different words. And as you can see, they're spelled differently. There's nothing in common there, okay? Except the vowel in the middle. UA and UA. You see? So there has to be something in common with all these words because they're pronounced nearly the same. So they might not start with the same letter in English and in Spanish, but they definitely do have what in common. It makes it sound the same. The U and the A sound, correct? Moving on.
Famous, famoso, famosa, fruit, fruta, group, grupo, hour, hora, interesting, interesante, leader, líder, lemon, limón, north, norte, object, objeto, park, parque, peace, paz, group, ruta, surprise, sorpresa, telephone, teléfono.
Teléfono. Do you know what these are called right here? What are these called? That's what gives the emphasis on the letter. Sort of like an exclamation mark when we end with some feeling. When we read the story earlier today, the Amelia Bedelia story,
Yeah.
and some of the dialogue between the characters in the story, right? It was with feeling, right? So this word teléfono, it's emphasizing what letter? E, teléfono, okay? It gives it that okay, that feeling, okay, to pronounce the word, to make the word.
It has the same tele and tele.
Exactly. Okay, so remember, these are words, these are cognates that are pronounced nearly the same, okay? Now we're going to do an activity now that we've gotten this introduced. Okay, and I want you to read these words to me.
Camel.
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 This is in English, okay? Camel.
Chimpanzee. Crocodile. Dinosaur. Dolphin. Dragon. Elephant.
Falcon.
Falcon. Giraffe. Gorilla.
Good job.
Hippo.
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 Pa.
Thomas.
In short, we don't say the complete word, okay? We usually say hippo. But the full name, the proper name for this animal, because these are all animals. I don't know if you've noticed that this list of words are names of animals, okay? So we usually say hippo, but the correct and full word is hippopotamus, okay?
Penguin. Kangaroo.
Leopard.
Lion. Pelican. Rat.
No. Rhinoceros.
Tiger and zebra.
Okay, now can you tell me how to say this in Spanish? Camel.
Camello.
Would you like to see these words translated in Spanish? And see if there's what type of cognates, if they're similar, if the words are pronounced the same, if the words are spelled the same. Do you want to see the list in Spanish? Okay, you ready? Okay. And look, we even have a picture. Okay. Camel.
Camello. Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Crocodile. Cocodrilo. Dinosaur. Dinosaurio. Dolphin. Delfín. Dragon. Dragón. Elephant. Elefante. Falcon. Halcón. Wow. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Giraffe.
Jirafa.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
Hippopotamus.
Hipopótamo.
Penguin.
Pingüino.
Pingüino. Kangaroo.
Canguro.
Leopard.
Leopardo.
Lion.
León.
Pelican.
Pelicano.
Rat.
Rata.
Rhinoceros.
Rinoceronte.
Wow, that's a little long. Let me try and pronounce that. Rinoceronte. Tiger.
Tigre. Zebra. Zebra.
Okay, so there's some similarities between all these, between the list of animals and it being translated from English to Spanish, right? Now, before we continue, now I want to get into some words that are spelled the same, but they mean different things. Sort of like this word, Natalie. Pan and pan. They sound the same, but they mean two different things. This is a pan, okay, like what you use, the tool that you use, okay, to cook things on the stove. And this is pan, as in loaf of bread, okay? So pan, they're spelled the same, but they're pronounced different and they mean different things. They have nothing to do with each other. Can you think of another word? Papa and papa. My dad, papa, and a potato, papa. Can you think of another one?